seeing as I gave you hell for like 3 days. So, but for real, like I was talking, and we were talking about, all the different categories that I was trying to suggest to Travis after the fact, because I saw like what the watch along, what he put up and everything, and just said that, white women and Asian men get more views than just, regular two white people. And I'm like, the only thing that gets more views than Asian men and white women is black men and white women, and Reek wasn't here, so we couldn't do that. So
and now it's all good. Now we good.
Now we can.
There you go.
Why are you shaking your head?
I am just here.
This is
At least you don't have to be here watching people fuck this week like you did last week.
Thank God. I am in no mood for that.
I gotta tap into that. That's on the hub, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Only. And it's actually doing pretty well. We got like 112 views right now, which is better than what we've been doing on the hub recently. Because like I said, Travis, something was going on with the tags and the way like we were getting filtered and shit. And now for some reason we're getting less exposure on Pornhub for whatever reason. I'm kind of pissed about it.
I'm not showing shoulders, so you're not getting views.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Whip them out, Katie.
No!
That's like the perfect place to do it.
Right.
It's cold. I'm not sitting out here in a tank top. Fuck you guys.
You're on Pornhub. Do you want
drop them out? Let me see them shoulders.
Get you. What?
I'm on TikTok a lot.
Oh, I see. Is that a thing?
So now I see you said there was more than one of these movies.
Yeah, there are like 3 of these movies. So this one was from 1997. There's one from 2005 and one from 2008. So the one that we watched on Pornhub, which if anyone has tuned in yet and you're listening, is available right now on Pornhub, pornhub.com/model/creation world, was the Texas Dildo Masquerade. There is also the Texas Asshole Massacre and the Texas Vibrator Massacre.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we also discussed branching away from getting off, seeing as, just making Pornhub exclusive content, and maybe going and checking out some of the stuff that China did, like the She-Hulk parody, or that one where she did like a Royal Rumble and there was a bunch of guys that looked more like the wrestlers than who Dwayne cast for his show. Yeah,
I've seen it, and it's infuriating. Like, how do they do this better than y'all? It's embarrassing.
I just need you to meet Dwayne one day and be like, listen, I watched China fuck 10 guys that look more like the wrestlers you hung out with than the people on your show.
I will say that because I genuinely don't. That's like, and I told TC this, like, that's something that impedes me from watching the show because it's gonna piss me off. Like, you can't tell me like some of the highlights of Rock's career and some of the people that I grew up watching, and you're gonna be like, yo, this is Undertaker, and he looks like Joe Schmo out of the bar that we just pulled and threw a beard on and a wig. Like, that's embarrassing.
You talk, from Young Rock. Well, did you see how they did Shawn Michaels? They didn't even say Shawn Michaels. They said some random name.
Oh yeah.
It's
like it was like the character.
It was a black dude.
It's Shawn, his mannerisms, but they don't say it by name.
Right.
Because Rock didn't want to work with Shawn back then.
Well.
Which you know what, that thing with Rock and Shawn Michaels, Rock, he gotta let it go, man. He wasn't in the right place. He was young at the time. They were both at the different parts of the world, different mindsets. On
drugs, scared of losing his spot.
Right. You gotta let it go.
He was taking the wrong kind of bumps back in the day.
Finally got rid of Bret Hart. Didn't need The Rock coming in fucking that up.
Yeah.
I think Shawn was cooking it. I honestly think he was cooking it and then injecting it into himself.
Jesus.
I'm not gonna lie, the way they addressed it definitely gave me some like Bret Hart Goldberg vibes. Where he's like, I'm not even gonna acknowledge this motherfucker. I'm still holding that grudge.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, you guys ready? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I love this fucking intro. Here we go.
It's a banger. It's a.
Travis yelled at me. He said, I got to make sure everyone's quiet before I run the intro because it's hard to cut the video. So. Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to the number one horror podcast on Pornhub. Getting off. I almost said the Smacking Raw podcast there. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the warden, Matt Ritter, and I am here with my co-hosts this evening. You saw us on Pornhub last week reviewing the Texas Dildo Masquerade, Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe, the Shaman of She-Lead, host of the She-Lead Showcase, Inside the Mind of, In the Crowd, and now Texas Dildo entrepreneur extraordinaire aficionado. That's the word I'm looking for.
I think that needs to be added. It's okay.
You don't think so? Should we go back to like the sun that's seen through the revolving door in which the world walks through, or whatever the fuck it was?
Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
Rookie of the year. Also, my favorite Filipino, my boy Just. Get Yo Podcast, Marks with Mikes, and everywhere else.
That's right. Ready to talk animatronics and killing. That's why we're here. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, finally making his return for the fourth time to Getting Off. The man that this whole concept originally started with, my boy Reek Havoc from the Havoc Hour and Young Kings Wrestling has returned so that I can put BBC back in the tags on Pornhub. I appreciate it. The man.
Yeah.
And we got a chat here too. I saw Nick from the Universal Wrestling Podcast, Dom in the chat too. Shout out, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. I just got done talking to them. They're over there launching the Bloodline Network. Official launch party was today, so if you haven't checked that out, go check out the replay. It was fantastic. But today we're here to review Megan because we all waited and watched the unrated version on Peacock, because why not watch the unrated version if you get the chance? And also talk about some movie trailers and see how hyped we are for some upcoming horror movies that we may be reviewing down the road. One very soon, because it drops on Friday.
No, I wonder what it is.
No spoilers, Katie. No spoilers.
I didn't say what it was.
No spoilers, Katie. All right, we'll start with you, Katie. How did you feel about Megan?
It was a movie I watched. That is a thing. It was definitely not my favorite movie. It wasn't also the worst thing I've ever seen. I kind of just found myself just having it on as like background noise at that point. I wasn't really fully invested in it. And like she just started singing randomly, and that was kind of weird. And I didn't like that. Like, why are you singing Titanium to Katie while she's trying to sleep? I don't know.
Do you wish you had one of those growing up?
No.
To protect you, keep you company?
No. Why are you
I don't know. I kind of
face?
wish I had one of those now, but the adult version.
Oh, do you want someone to sing Titanium to you? Because I can do that.
Yes, please. Just,
shoot me down, and I won't stop.
I don't think he wants it to sing to this head.
I just want to see if she can sing with a mouthful. That's all I'm saying.
My God.
As a robot, it should be able to. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just, did you enjoy the Megan?
Yeah, hold on. Let me take a sip real quick.
Oh, okay.
Hey, put that down.
Shameless fucking plug.
But merch out here.
Yeah. No, I liked it. You know what? I think we had talked about this when we did the Chucky one for Getting Off, that this was what we wanted out of Chucky, but not be called Chucky, right? Like this was a lot better than the AI version of Chucky, and I really like the shenanigans and everything involved in the movie. I thought it was great. I like the humor. I thought the humor in there was great. You know what I'm saying? Everything about it, I really like.
I think you got. So I think when we talked about Child's Play, the most recent one that came out, we said that it would have been better received if it had done like this had done and been a doll movie just name something else like
Right,
Buddy
right.
with an I.
Right.
Honestly, well, I'll save mine for last. Reek, you were launched into this today, and then sat down and watched this movie. Are you glad that you're here to review this movie, or are you kind of like, fuck, I can't believe I wasted a couple hours of my life?
Well, I'm always glad to be here. When it comes to this movie, I mean, like, just probably said it best. This was female Chucky, which I expected, and I saw the trailers for it. That's why I didn't really have an initial interest in seeing it. It is everything you just said. Like, if they had gone with this concept and not tried to put the Chucky Child's Play label on it, this would have been fine. Like, it's, but that's kind of where I put it at. It's fine. Like, I didn't think it was a bad movie. I think it was a really good movie. It was just fine. It was, we like to use the term mid. I would put it at a mid.
Okay.
But it's a good kind of mid.
So I personally think I enjoyed Child's Play more than I enjoyed this. Between the two, my issue was, like, I had a thought of what I was going into this movie for, and it was for Murder Doll. Like, that's what I was going in to see. I was not expecting the aunt to be a shitty aunt / guardian who didn't give a fuck about her. Like, all the side family drama and bullshit, and like the weird therapy sessions where she's like, oh, those are collectibles, you can't play with those. But then the therapist is there, she's like, here, open them up, let's play with them. That's not how you play with the toy, but fun. Yeah, we can just roll the ball back. Like, that whole dynamic kind of took me out of it, though. I get it because of the end of the movie. Like, Katie, you saw that your aunt was making an effort and you came in and saved her life. Did I miss them mentioning the fucking robot that was in a fucking case in the back room just chilling?
Probably.
Did they talk about that at some point?
Yeah,
that
in the
was
beginning.
Like,
okay.
That was like right after she like initially showed off like how she was working on Megan, and she brought her to the house, and she was just up working all night. So she was like showing her all the stuff in her work area, and then in the corner she saw the big doll in there, so she showed her how it worked and stuff, which was essential to the ending because
I have no idea.
She didn't see that.
I was so confused at the end when she walked in with the fucking gloves and she's just like, and this fucking thing pops. I'm like, how did you know about that? Where was that? I completely missed that.
That was a solid like 10 minutes of the movie.
That was like part. Yeah, they go through the garage, like Rick saying. The android's name is Bruce.
Yeah,
which I call Bruce. If you know, you know.
I may or may not have spent that portion of the movie researching and looking at what we may have to deal with for other Texas Chainsaw Massacre porn parodies. So that might be why I missed it.
Oh, okay.
Listen, we went in blind to the last one, and I felt bad because like there was a lot of close-ups of Taint and DP, and I subjected Katie to that. Unexpectedly.
It really did.
So I was like, at least let me get an idea so I can like pre-warn people going in, like, hey,
okay, you
might get this.
I got you.
So,
oh boy.
Yeah, but hold up, to not to interrupt, but to go on what you just said. The one thing that was like, because there's a lot of things in the movie that is really relatable in terms of like, you know, companion topics, issues with parents and everything. But the one relatable topic that I had is when that social worker came in and she told him to open the collectibles. When she did that irked me so much more than like some of the killing. Like, to open a collectible and just take it out of the package. I mean, it's like murder. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo,
you don't want to come visit
cost me
my house.
Yeah.
You don't want to come over here.
No, I had the same feeling. I had the same feeling. Oh, trust me, if I was at your house. Oh, what?
You don't want to be here because all of them.
Oh, I mean, well, that's your pet. I mean, that's your thing. But I'm just saying, for me personally, whew, it's just, you know, just a thing.
Nothing's in the box. Katie, you were able to relate a little bit to Katie, though. You got the same name. Neither of you have a dad. Like,
oh my god! Wow! Oh my gosh!
Megan was kind of like her sister.
No.
All the way there.
Hold on. Time out. Why the fuck does this keep getting brought up on this goddamn show?
Oh,
That was like
man.
the third episode you have brought this up
Okay.
unexpectedly.
Holy shit.
No, I've only brought it up twice unexpectedly. Only twice. And the only time it got brought up this time is because you gave me permission the last time and said it was okay. And I saw my opportunity.
I feel like yes, I gave you permission. That is 100% true. Give me a little bit of a fucking warning next time.
But then I don't get that
Yeah.
reaction out of you.
You're
That's the
a
goal.
menace to society.
I am.
Good
I
movie
really
too. That's a good movie.
He just put it in there so smoothly. Like, yeah, you got to
He did.
name, neither you have a bad.
I know, right?
What threw me off is the fact that it was so seamless. I'm not saying you're wrong. I have a dad. He's just not here. He's just
She
gone.
had a dad too, and he's not here. I agree.
No, he died. Mine's alive, just dead to me. There is a difference.
Okay, fair enough.
Piece of shit.
You have a sister. Megan was like her sister, so it was like, two sisters
Yeah.
growing up in a home with a single mom, kind of. Like, there's some relatable aspects there.
Yeah,
Telling
my
you to
sister
wash
never
her
tried to
hands and
murder me,
everything.
though, so
Yeah.
See, technically, Megan didn't try to murder her till she tried to murder Megan. Have you tried to kill your sister first yet?
No.
Oh, well, see, that's why. Has your sister? No, I'm not going to go there. Never mind. We're gonna move on from this.
That's for
Yep.
save it. We'll
Mhm.
talk about it later because now
After
you have
dark.
me intrigued.
Yeah.
Was it-
After dark.
Oh, boy.
Was your question about singing Titanium again? Is that what the question?
No.
Yes. It was on.
God.
I was
Oh,
like,
okay,
did your
okay. I just wanted
sister
to make
just
sure.
randomly sing Titanium in the shower like she's
No.
Anna Kendrick?
No,
Not a thing. Okay.
no.
Um.
Yo, Pitch
Pitch Perfect.
Perfect. I see you.
Yep.
I see you.
Yeah. Love that movie.
Same.
My personal favorite kill was the dude in the park, the little asshole boy who kept stealing the
Yes.
doll and shit,
Hell yeah.
where she just played it off like she wasn't on
Hell yeah.
and then ripped the ears
Yeah.
off. And I
Oof.
loved, because we can all agree, right? Like the thing that fucked her up was when the dog attacked her and snapped whatever he snapped in her neck.
Oh, yeah.
Spark, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what made
Yeah.
her
Yep.
dive off the deep end. But like just
Yeah.
how malevolent she continued to get from that point on. Like she killed the dog and then she killed the dog's owner because the dog's owner wouldn't leave her alone. She killed
Right.
that boy and then even had the balls to pretty much just tell a girl, like, yeah, I did the shit and you can't do anything about it. Like,
Basically.
what are you going to do? They're going to take Katie away from you if you say anything. So we'll just keep living life the way we are.
Mhm.
I kept noticing too, like every time somebody said something that like agitated her side eye was like
Ooh.
A1. You just
Ooh.
every single time was just like
Right.
But yeah, no, the ears, and then she didn't technically kill that little boy. That little boy ran into traffic. That's on him.
Yeah.
I understand
Yeah.
why he ran into traffic, and she had something to do with that, but
He fell down the hill into traffic. He didn't like run into traffic. It was just momentum kind of just took him there.
he was running, fell down a hill, and then into traffic.
yeah.
By the way, can I
What?
say I was looking for that boy to get done something because when
I'm
he
about to
cursed
say,
out his mom
yeah, I
out in
didn't
public
feel
like
it.
that, I know all of our moms would be like, "Come get your ass over here, boy! Get your
I'm
ass
about
over
to
here!"
say, like there
Would have took a twitch
there
off
are
that
fates,
woods, the tree. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, there are fates worse than that some of us would have suffered if we were
Oh, yeah.
that kid. So I didn't
Yeah,
feel
you're
bad.
right.
It was unexpected to see a kid get run over,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't feel bad at all. Like
Yeah.
fuck that kid, he had it coming.
You guys make a great point. I think that was maybe the problem with this movie is there was not a likable fucking character in this movie. There was not
No.
one. The aunt was not likable. Katie
No.
wasn't even likable because like she just was disrespectful as shit
Turned into a
constantly. And I understand it, like your parents died, and then this woman's not really taking care of you, and your only friend in the world is a fucking robot. Now they're trying to take it away. But even before that, like she was ignoring her parents. She's on her iPad when she's not supposed to be on her iPad in the car as they're driving.
Yep.
Like, just completely disrespectful. Her boss was a dickhead, and
Yeah.
again, one of the more famous scenes because it was in the trailer, the TikTok dance with the fucking paper cutter.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think we
Yeah,
all need
everyone's
to do
gonna
that
do that.
dance on TikTok for
Yes.
getting off. Should we all do that dance for getting off TikTok?
You go right ahead.
Go ahead, Jess.
That's
I'll call
all
you
you,
buddy.
brother.
I have a TikTok
Ooh.
niche that I reached out of for getting off, just because that fucking red filter on my tattoos look cool as shit, and I was like, I'm gonna post that.
Did.
But
I saw that. Yeah, that was
yeah.
dope.
No, my niche is I post thumbnails with music and little screen effects. That's what I
Okay.
do on TikTok. So
Okay.
no dancing from Matt. I don't know if you've heard this, but while I did take jazz dance in like 3rd grade, that was the last time Matt really danced. So I have no rhythm.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
white
okay,
as shit
okay.
when it comes to that. But yeah, it was what I think. Honestly, the only one I felt bad for was the big robot when it got fucked up at the end. Like that came out of the box.
Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce.
Yeah.
I felt bad for Bruce, but that was really it. Like everyone else could have died. Like I would have been okay if Megan killed everybody and lived at the end. Honestly.
Well, she kind of did technically.
Oh yeah, through
Well, their version of
Elsie?
Alexa. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot.
that's true.
And I wasn't even like I knew she was taking over, but like that didn't until that reveal. Like that didn't even like pop into my head. Like, oh yeah, no, like she's kind of been running that whole house, and it's like fucking Avengers. No, Avengers.
You're talking about
Where
Age of
Ultron
Ultron?
took over.
Yep.
Well, yeah,
Jarvis.
but
Jarvis, there you go.
they all have iRobot to thank for this, because that was the first
Yeah,
movie
true.
that kind of did that thing where it's like, okay, we got an advanced robot, whatever, and then you have something that controls all of them. That what's it called? Vicky, that controls all the robots and all the systems are all around the city. Basically,
Are you essentially just ignoring the fact that Terminator exists?
I mean,
Skynet controls all
Okay.
Yes.
robots.
Yes.
okay.
I was just gonna say
That's
that,
fair.
but
This man's like, fuck Arnold Schwarzenegger. Will Smith did that shit first.
but that was
That's
a good
true. That's
callback,
true.
Reek, because people do forget about iRobot. iRobot's a classic movie. It's a classic.
Hell yeah.
You have like C-3PO trying to be your friend and shit, and then
Mhm.
it's a good movie. No, but yeah, that's what I got when she was crawling and stuff. Was definitely the Terminator vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially with like
the
the fucked up face and everything.
Yes.
Where, like you could see the robot underneath it and all that. Yeah. Riddle me this, boys and girls. Would you watch Megan 2?
No.
I need to.
Okay. Would you watch
Yes,
Megan
in
2
a
for
heartbeat.
free
Yes.
on Peacock?
Well,
Okay.
Probably.
But you wouldn't pay to go see it in
Oh.
theaters.
I would go
Anything.
pay.
Shit.
I mean for the pure enjoyment of like doing this with like me and Shar and Natty, because all three of us watched it. I'll pay to watch it. I think it was good, you know. Cash and City.
No, hell no. He's bucking. I would need to see a plot synopsis or a teaser just to kind of see what's going on before I decide. Obviously, if it's free, I'm gonna watch. I'll take a look. But yeah, for me to like really invest time into it, I gotta get a peek at what the direction is. Because like if we follow like the Child's Play theme where you're just following the same kid again, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that.
Okay.
How did I do that? No, I get that, Reek. I'm with you. You want to see what you're getting into. The first movie didn't sell you enough on the robot for you to be like, I will just go watch another one of these. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna need a little more than that. And when it comes to toys and needing a little bit more than that, if you want to go get a preview of what you can get, what you can buy, what you can use, you can go to mycentralsecrets.com. Mycentralsecrets.com boasts one of the largest catalogs across the web of all the varying levels of adult toy categories, with toys for him, for her, for both. The product line is extensive compared to other competitors in the sexual wellness industry. Orders ship within 24 hours, so customers are always satisfied with both price and quality. MyCentralSecrets.com has top-rated reviews and exceptional customer service. So go to sensual.creationworld.com to receive 10% off your order today. That is sensual.creationworld.com. Now, mind you, I've browsed the extensive catalog, and you can get a preview and see, what you're getting, what's getting sent to your home. None of it has AI technology. None of it is going to, pair with you and bond with you. that's not what we're getting there. So if that's the kind of thing you're looking for, don't go there. But if you want all of the fun things that come along with being paired and bonding with someone, or, you know, just maybe a random one night stand and you want to open up your toy chest, we can stock it. We got you with 10% off.
Nice.
That just got me thinking, like, has anybody created like a parody where like one of these toys goes out of control and like just does its own thing?
I'm not raising my hand because I'm saying I have, but I'm raising my hand because I'm raising my hand because I think it's either China or Japan. They have created a sex doll that's really lifelike. So my question to you, Matt, is sensual secrets. Does it matter the partner? Can it be a sex doll if that's what your pleasure is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
for anyone that's listening out there, out in the East, you know, area of the world, you're not secluded. You're not secluded.
I mean, if your goal is to have a sex doll and you want your relationship to be as lifelike with that sex doll as another real physical person, you can absolutely go get toys to use on that sex doll. They might even pair Bluetooth with them. Like, who knows? Like, they may be compatible. So,
right. Pair with Bluetooth. Stop the blue balls.
Now, Reek, as far as what you asked, I have not seen a parody of something like that or a porno like that. I have seen where they have actual porn stars who pretend like they're live sex dolls, and then they like come to life like robots and just start fucking the dude when the dude's wife leaves the room. But not to this extent. Like, it's not like we're watching a movie where there's this AI technology and she's a maid, but instead of going crazy and murdering people, she just all of a sudden, like, something happens, she snaps and gets super horny and fucks everybody she comes into contact with. The wife, the husband, step bro, step sis, everybody's just getting a piece of the maid because her horny fucking chip broke and she got sex crazed, which you guys should do that. If you haven't, you should do that. But before you do that, contact Creation World, give us some credit, throw us a little money our way. Because
exactly.
I'll split it with Reed.
There you go.
Yeah, you gotta get some creds out.
Shout out TC in the chat. I see TC in the chat. What's up, homie?
TC and Travis. Travis was probably walking right into that My
chat.
Sensual Secret promo. So here's the deal. Reek said he needs a little bit more before he decides if he's going to drop money on it. Katie said she ain't dropping money on it no matter what. She's waiting. Just said he would pay for it today. He doesn't even need a trailer. Yeah, see, nobody's actually related. But what we do have on this episode are trailers for some movies I'm pretty sure we're all going to be excited to see. And we're going to get the first one out of the way. It's one that we've all seen, but I know we're not going to mind seeing again. And it drops this Friday, March 10th, and I cannot fucking wait to go check it out. So we are going to check out Scream 6.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from Stream.
I was like, who said that?
We're too high up. We can get down from here. Come on! You're almost here. Behind you!
This isn't like any other ghost face. What is this place?
It's a shrine.
Guys?
We've got to lure him in. We execute him. Come on, mother!
Scream. It's for you. Only in theaters March 10th. Tickets on sale now.
All right. Hype level for Scream.
20.
Out of what?
Out of 10. Out of 10.
Oh, okay.
No, all right, Jesus, take it.
Okay, what's the scale that we're working
Yeah,
on?
right. You say everyone has a scale. I'm gonna say, yeah, definitely 10 for me. Yeah.
I'd say like a firm 9.5.
Yeah, Travis, I'm gonna guess that's my internet connection right now. So
yeah, you've
talking
been
about
kind of choppy the whole time.
The trailer.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's YouTube.
Nah, it's
That could
been
be
math
YouTube.
tonight.
I've been choppy. Period.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
There,
Well,
yeah, there were some spots.
while we were running the trailer, I shut the Wi-Fi off of my phone, so we'll see if that fixes it a little bit.
Perhaps.
But no, I mean, Jason Takes Manhattan was horrible. Ghostface in New York hopefully is way better.
Mhm. Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
fucking cool. I'm very interested in like the cult shit.
Mhm.
Oh, you know you are.
It is.
We because
Talking
we
about
remember.
Halloween. Halloween.
Yeah, we remember which one of those movies is his
Did I
favorite.
freeze?
Yeah, you definitely
Yes, you did.
froze.
Oh. And
Oh,
then
okay, I
we
thought it was-
blanked
okay.
out.
Y'all good?
Yeah,
But no,
like,
I'm excited as shit for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was excited when I seen him pull up in the store with a fucking shotgun. Like, we just saying to hell with the
Yeah.
knife at this point. You know, we use whatever we got at the disposal.
Yeah,
Right, because when
seriously.
they said clearly not the same Ghostface, I'm like, yeah, this guy's pulling out guns and stuff, which is like really different from all the other ones.
Well, I mean, the other people who have been unmasked have used guns. It's just this is the
True.
first time I think Ghostface with the full getup on using a gun.
Well, yeah, true. I mean, how anyone can see wearing that thing is it takes a lot of skill though.
No idea.
But I do gotta say one thing though. If I watch the movie and Ghostface Killer doesn't show up in this movie as even a cameo, I might be a little upset. The fact that they're in New York and his name is Ghostface Killer, I mean, it's just good marketing. You know what I'm saying?
Itself.
Right, it writes itself.
I can see that.
It might
Yeah.
happen.
It don't gotta be. You don't gotta be nothing fancy. Just like
Yeah.
quick in and out. Enough that we know he there.
Oh, right. You know, maybe Ghostface is in a bodega and shit, and then they're trying to run through. Maybe that's what happens in the in that little grocery store. You know what I'm saying? He's in there. So
Maybe.
I'll be with it.
yeah.
I'll be down.
There we go. This is just not going well.
So
No.
like, yeah, but like, so I've heard all these like theories and stuff like that going into that. You know, there's going to be some involvement with Stu and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I will say this. I do feel like whoever the killer is going to be like somewhat related to Stu or whatever.
Okay.
Because I saw something today that got my mind thinking a little bit.
Okay.
You guys all watch the Dead Meat channel with James and Chelsea. They like that. That's the best content in terms of like horror movies you can get on YouTube. But
besides this,
yeah, well, yeah, obviously. But yeah, like he did the kill count for the last Scream, and I didn't realize that the guy from the bar, I think his name was like Vince, the guy Kyle Gallagher plays. Somebody got the popo running around.
It's fine.
Oh, interesting. And there's no popo out there in Pittsburgh. Anyway, yeah, apparently that kid was Stu's nephew.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I think
Okay.
they mentioned I remember them mentioning it in the movie.
I didn't remember that in the movie. Them saying that, but yeah,
in this Scream or the one before
the most recent, just before
okay.
5. Yeah, apparently that's Stu's nephew. So I would imagine that some relative of his will probably be involved in this at some point in time.
they did mention it because everybody that got killed or was getting killed off was related to someone from the original movie. That was Stu's nephew. They were in Stu's house. You had Randy's niece and nephew as well.
Love them.
Billy's daughter and her half sister.
Right, the half sister.
Pretty much.
And then the original cast that was still alive. And Sydney won't be in. So that is the one letdown is Sydney's still around and not getting this because they didn't pay her what she deserved.
Yeah, disrespectful.
Tragedy.
But all right, let's see how this next one goes. Let me know if it's shitty. So I've got this Wi-Fi adapter, and for some reason it wasn't on, and I turned it on. And I think that's why it did that thing where everyone froze for a minute. So hopefully it's better.
Okay.
We'll see what happens though. I'll let you guys pick. So we have some choices here.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do next? Evil Dead Rise, The Pope's Exorcist, The Boogeyman, or Insidious Fear the Dark?
I'm gonna say go. Let's go backwards. Let's end it with Evil Dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fine.
let's do that.
We will do that then.
Let's get the real crazy shit first and end with the.
Hi, my name is Alina, and I would like to give you a few reasons
And now there's no audio on
for
it.
dating a young Slavic lady.
Oh, what was that for?
You guys don't hear this, right?
message for you.
Nothing?
I hear it. I hear it.
We hear it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
don't I hear it?
Because I heard the ad and I wanted to know what the ad was for.
Yeah, it's working.
Oh shit, what's going on here? Ooh, Universal? Okay.
There are two worlds that exist, light and dark.
Shit.
You visited the dark looking for Dalton. I've seen ghosts before, all those years ago.
When they turn up the bass.
This demon is back.
Oh shit. Old school phone? What the hell?
I had a vision of Dalton. Oh, Josh, I'll be there in the morning. I know what he's up against.
Oh, damn, piano timer? Oh Lord. Oh, I like her.
You have seen the Insidious movies before, right, Justin?
Yeah, I have. Oh shit, we can. Oh, okay. My mic's not off. Okay. I like the hoodie.
All right.
I thought our mics are off, like how the intro is. You know what? All
No,
Oh,
no,
no,
we heard
no,
you the
no.
whole time, Justin.
Nah, we heard all that.
The
And I just
entire
want to know.
God damn it, Justin.
Okay.
Now, was that really bad? Was that choppy?
No, that was good.
It
I
was
thought it was.
better.
Not as
Yeah.
definitely not as bad as the other one was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
I like
So maybe-
that. I can't wait
maybe
for
that's it.
Insidious. That's woo.
So here's why I'm excited. We've talked about Insidious before, right? We did something on one of the shows.
On Will's show. On
Insidious.
Botch Spot.
Yeah, on Will's.
Yeah.
On Botch Spot.
My
Shout
biggest
out to Will.
issue with the Insidious movies is at the end of the second one, Ghost Elise goes to that house and meets that girl, and then we had two movies and they never fucking talked about that girl or what happened, and we're fucking getting it. We're going back to the house. We're finally doing it.
Yeah.
So that is because I didn't like 3 or 4 because of that. Like so now I'm hyped. Now we're good.
I'm so fucking. That was the first time I saw the trailer for it. I didn't realize the trailer was already out. I fucking love Insidious, and I love Patrick Wilson, and the fact that he directed this, and he's back, and they brought back everybody from the first movie. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. It looks so good.
It definitely gives me vibes of the first movie, you know.
Yeah.
So I am a huge fan of the first one. So this one, like you said, the continuity thing messed things up, but like you said, they get to tell the story now. So I feel if I had to make a comparison to a franchise, this is the Bumblebee. Compared to the Insidious movies, this is the Bumblebee. You know how Bumblebee kind of brought back everyone for Transformers.
Oh, I was like, how the fuck? Okay.
Right. I mean, come on. Last night wasn't good. Transformers last night, that wasn't good. Age of Extinction, come on, that wasn't good.
I know. I agree with you. It was
Oh,
not
okay,
good.
okay. All right.
I don't think Bumblebee was really good either, and it was kind of like that. Like, I would agree with you if like we had like a side demon, not the main demon from the first one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Reek, I saw you had something to say.
Well, just because I haven't gotten into Insidious, like I know a lot of the cast and stuff like that, and like the general idea of it. I just never got into. I don't even know what number this is at this point. It's like what, the 6, 5, 5th one already. Yeah. So it's once I'm like already behind, it's like I gotta go back and
Just
run
watch the
through.
first two.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Just
Just
watch
watch
the first
1
two.
and
Fuck
2,
3 and
and
4.
you'll be fine.
Like 3's not terrible. 3's not terrible. 4, the last keys or the missing keys or
Lost Keys. That one.
cocktail
Yeah, that one.
keys, whatever the fuck it was, is
Nope,
terrible.
definitely not that one. Definitely not that one.
Oh, so Rick, you
man.
never seen Insidious before?
No.
So when you saw that, were you like, "What the fuck, Darth Maul?"
Well, I was saying like I've seen the demon from that movie. And
Oh,
stuff like
okay.
that. So, like I know plenty about it. I just haven't actually like.
Oh, you
sat
said
through it.
because that's every time I think about when I see the demon, it's like, oh, this is Darth Maul right there.
So Reek is unfamiliar with the franchise, but did the trailer do anything for you?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Reek, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
It's like I would. It's enough that I would take a look into it. Yeah.
Okay. Just liked it, Katie. Katie, thoughts?
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
When's it come out?
Later this year. I want to say like September maybe, or
That's too long. I want it now.
it's like early fall, end of summer, I believe.
Oh, perfect spooky vibes.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That works. Yeah.
all right. I am okay. This is weird as shit, but
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. I don't know what's going on with this. Because the audio did not play for me at all, by the
Oh,
way.
okay.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh.
We heard it,
Yeah, I know you guys did.
and we all heard Justin.
It was weird as shit.
Yeah, my bad. I won't speak on the spoilers.
So I'm gonna see if the audio plays on this. It is not playing on this for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back to YouTube and try this again because I don't know what. I went into the YouTube to pick the next video, and it just had a big picture of us playing on YouTube, which was weird.
Oh,
So,
cool.
Yeah. I mean, we're on YouTube. We're live on
Oh,
YouTube.
wow.
And if you're watching us and you're
All right.
enjoying this conversation, please feel free to subscribe. We would appreciate it. But
Yeah.
Please.
Please.
Otherwise, we'll haunt her ass.
Whoa. Oh, no. Not me.
Can't be threatening the fan base out here.
Yeah. Damn.
We'll haunt
Easy,
her. We'll haunt her ass with good content. Good content.
all
It's
right.
terrible.
So you guys are probably luckily I've watched all these, so I guess I don't need sound. Just let me know if you guys have sound. We'll see how this works.
Okay.
Because I have no idea why this is not working for me, but fuck it.
Okay.
Okay, get in here. I don't know how you sleep with all these lights. What are you scared of? I don't see anything. Okay, monster check complete.
Dumbass white kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's been around forever. Hidden. In the dark. It's like all those spooky monsters you think are hiding under your bed.
I miss you on
It's not real.
doing that.
What is this? It's the thing that comes for your kids when you're not paying attention.
You believe me? Don't you?
It is so weird because you guys have audio and everyone's listening to it, but for me, it's just dead fucking silence. Like I can hear you, but I can't hear anything that's going on. So like I feel like everyone's just watching silently and there's nothing going on. Though hopefully if you're in the chat or you're watching this, please go in the chat and let me know that you guys actually heard that like they heard that. So that I'm not just playing these videos and they're fucking silent, because they're silent for me.
Yeah, that'd be awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing everything.
Yeah.
So gotta fucking hope so. Thoughts on, so I don't think this is any way related to like the Boogeyman from back in the day with the kid from Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The older brother.
Yeah. Way back when.
I thought that trailer was good.
It's creepy.
Looked like Katie as a
He gives
child.
A little bit.
Fuck.
A little white brunette
No.
girl. Like what can I say?
What the hell? Not every tiny little brunette child is me.
No, just the female ones.
You're
or non-binary, if you know, however they choose to identify. We're not gonna do that.
That's true. Didn't they make like a trilogy of these?
I have no idea.
You know what? I think you're right. I thought they did. They tried to.
Well, they did do a trilogy of that, and that's what I was talking about. Was dude from Seventh Heaven was in like they had like 3 Boogeyman movies, but I don't think this is that. I think this is kind of its own thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, it's been some time since all that. It's interesting to see what the take on it is going to be, because it looks kind of similar to what they were going for in that last go around. But I mean, it's one of those old tales that we all grew up with or had some type of familiarity with. So it's like you put some fresh presentation on it. It looks good enough. I mean, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth a glance.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like the dark, so no. But it gave me Lights Out vibes.
And I told you a story about how I used to fuck with Kate because of Lights Out. Like,
yeah, and you're an asshole.
So Lights Out used to creep her out, and at our old house, like we've talked about how we like are pretty sure there was a ghost in that house. So because the mom in Lights Out would like talk to the fucking shadow demon friend that she had from a childhood, I'd occasionally just stand. Like Kate would be in the living room, and I'd stand at the stairwell, and I'd like look up the stairwell and just talk to nobody. And she'd be like, "You need to cut the fuck out right now. You're gonna start some shit. Like, stop it."
Yeah, I don't blame her. I yell at you too.
Listen. You have to have fun in the right moment. Like, perfect example. About 10, 11 years ago, this girl I used to date back then. There was a bad storm, and it was right around Halloween. So she was staying over at my house. We had the fire going. I had my Michael Myers costume up there. So I'm like, I'm gonna go run to the bathroom real quick. We were like, when we were watching, I think we were watching 4. So it was already like powers out, watching scary movies already. I'm like, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick. I go upstairs, throw the costume on, and then she starts looking for me, and she's got the flashlight.
Oh,
so
hell.
she goes right to the stairs. My room is like right next to the rail. It's up on in the hallway up there. So she brings the flashlight, goes up, sees me, and then starts screaming her fucking head off.
That's terrible.
Oh man.
Beat your
And
ass.
I felt bad for the first like 30 seconds, and after that I was like, okay, all right. It was worth it. I'll apologize all after the fact, but listen, you got to do it while you can. Why not? You got to take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good prank. It's a good prank. You can't pass that up.
As someone whose mother tortured them as a child pulling pranks like that, I'm fully supportive of it.
I had older cousins that were relentless because they knew I was afraid of certain shit, so they did it on purpose. So
yeah,
occasionally I might dip into that a little bit. Whatever.
Y'all are terrible.
Now, if you are afraid of the dark and you need help staying up all night long because you're afraid of the monster under your bed, shout out to Rihanna. We have something to help keep you up all night, whether it's in fear of the boogeyman or just to stay up playing video games or whatever it is you're doing. If you're like me, who just decided not to fucking sleep last night, Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. They also have no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. Dubby contains vitamins, amino acids, a nootropic, and 150 milligrams caffeine. The product is inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP manufacturing and guidelines. What did I freeze?
Yep.
Yeah, briefly.
For like a couple seconds.
W has handpicked what they believe to be the 10 most critical ingredients for focus and concentration. W contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. W uses Neurofactor, patented all-natural coffee cherry extract to help fuel you. This ingredient is what gives W its laser focus and fast reflex effects, making it especially perfect for gamers. They disclose full ingredient amounts, and the product will never contain fillers or artificial colors or dyes. W is also sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and keto-friendly. If you want to look like Reek, get your pump on, keto-friendly. Go to w.creationworld.com and use code CREATIA and receive 10% off your order today. Again, that is w.creationworld.com. Use code CREATIA, which is really the only part of that whole thing you guys needed to hear anyway. Where to go and how to get it.
Yeah.
So you can look like Reek.
Yeah, there was three. There was three of them that were
dance.
done. There were three
Muscle
Boogeyman
Man.
movies done. Started out in 2005, 2007, 2008. I don't think they're done by the same production company for this new one, so it's a brand new spin on the whole Boogeyman thing. So,
which
And
I mean,
I believe in Russia they call it Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
No, that's John Wick.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they called him.
Because
They called him
he
that.
also is
I know.
the
I
Boogeyman.
was.
Too. But yeah,
I know. I get it.
same thing, killing people, but yeah.
What if it's John Wick? Like, what if we find out at the end of the movie it's just John Wick?
Keanu Reeves. Actually, I'd be okay with that.
That would be worth it.
Yeah.
That would literally be worth it.
Katie would be rolling the ball and everything she bought from My Sensual Secrets right under that bed if Keanu Reeves was hiding over there.
Whoa now. Hey, whoa now.
Be like dancing like Megan. You know what I'm saying?
Slamming W to stay up all night.
Singing
Yeah,
Titanium.
there you go.
You know?
There you go.
Titanium.
Also singing Taylor Swift too. You know, possibly. Because I don't know about you, but I know about me, and I'm feeling 22.
Oh God!
You know what, Jess? You keep making these puns. We're gonna have some bad blood, bro.
They're dumb.
Oh.
All right. Since you guys agreed that we were gonna save the one I'm probably most excited for outside of maybe Scream for last. Next up, we have The Pope's Exorcist. It's been a little while since we've got a good exorcism movie, so let's see what they got for us. Did I not share that?
Oh shit! Damn! Right away. Okay.
Okay.
Father Gabriele Amort. On the night of June 4th, you performed an exorcism.
That was not an exorcism. The majority of cases do not require an exorcism.
98% are recommended by him to doctors and psychiatrists.
The other 2%, I call it evil.
We have more questions for you, Father Amort.
You have a problem with me? You talk to my boss, the Pope.
There is a case that needs your attention.
Bring me the priest.
I'm here to help, Julia.
Wrong priest! Take caution. There are secrets buried there.
Is the Vatican sealed?
The church has fought against this demon before. The Vatican covered it up. We need to find out why. You've been played. You took the bait. Whatever you do, you only do because God allows it. Did he allow that?
Imagine what could happen if the devil possessed the soul of the Pope's exorcist.
Who will defend you? My faith does not require defense.
That's pretty damn good, right?
God damn.
So we all in on that one?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Now, I know I'm doing Reek a little bit of a disservice because we've had many discussions about how Reek doesn't like to watch trailers because he doesn't want the trailers give too much of the movie away. Do you feel like maybe they gave a little too much of this movie away in that trailer?
I don't think so. I mean, that leaves enough room for plenty of twists and turns. So, like, and my thing is like, a first trailer is fine. Like, if that's the only trailer, then cool. I got no issues. But it's when you start doing the second and the third one, and by the time you get to the third one, it's like, well, I know everything that's going to happen in the movie, so it's like, what's the point of going? But yeah, that's solid. Like, I can't poke no holes in that one.
Katie?
Oh, I'm down. That. Yeah, it was creepy. Yeah.
Can we all agree that Russell Crowe has no business playing a man of God, though?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but
I mean,
there are question marks everywhere about that.
Yeah.
Couldn't let that slide. I'm sitting here because again, I'm watching it in complete silence, and I'm watching all of your reactions more so because again, I've watched all of these, and that trailer is fucking dope, which is why it's one of the ones I grabbed. But yeah, no, I'm just sitting there, I'm looking at Russell Crowe, and I'm like, you have no business wearing those clothes, sir. Then again, most of the people wearing those clothes have no business wearing those clothes. So, like it is what it is.
True.
I was just kind of going with it because like he's killing the accent. So like,
right, yeah, right.
I'll allow it.
Right.
And that drops this April, so.
Oh man.
Next month.
Possibly on Easter, maybe.
That'd be a good time to drop an exorcism movie. Would be Easter, you know.
Might as well.
Yeah, I'm down for the movie. Usually, horror movies that are based on religion are not like my cup of tea, but this one seems more of like, like a really like it has like a superhero type vibe to it, right? Like. Type of thing that they're going for. So they're kind of painting it in kind of like an action-esque type of horror type of movie for me. But that portrayal of Father Gabriel, that's a real guy. So these are stories that are based on his real life, which is, also nice.
That is key because they did the same thing with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It said based on real events.
Yes. Yes.
Based on and inspired by are very loose adaptations of something that happened, made to be way more entertaining than they probably were. So, because there are going to be people going in thinking like this is real shit that actually happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Like there's always a little bit of embellishing from Hollywood to make it a movie, because like if you take the Butcher Plainfield and make that into a movie, there's people that'll watch it, but it's not nearly as many people as Leatherface and a Chainsaw and a Family of Cannibals box office.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Vagina Face and a Family of...
Was it Pussyface?
Or Pussyface, yeah.
It was.
Pussyface and a family of porn stars with meat hook dildos and strap-ons and...
Yes, Reed.
Was there actually pussy on his face?
Yes, yes.
It was so we were all very confused, and I think we all decided it was a girl,
Yes.
but nothing was shown. It was just their face looked like a pussy.
Okay, so there were like lips.
No, no. It was literally just like a hole. And Katie mentioned how bad the mask was, thinking it was supposed to be a Leatherface mask. I think it was worse if it was supposed to be a pussy. My thing is there are clearly times where you can see the pussy face had boobs.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you couldn't really see the boobs, which I was disappointed because, like, my whole thing was like, if this is gonna be the Texas dildo masquerade, I'm gonna need to see Pussyface get down, like for real. And Pussyface never got down. I was kind of sad. It was true to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was more about the family than it was about the character.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's also authentic because I think what was it? Next Generation, where like Leatherface had the full on like woman's get up.
Oh yeah.
Dressed in drag, was part of the
mole,
Illuminati.
with the mole on the mask and everything. Like,
oh gosh,
that's about as in character as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
Didn't, sadly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tim. What's up, Tim?
Tim and Nick, Universal Pod and Tim King Show in the chat. I had this transition when Justin had mentioned Easter, where I was like, well, if you have a pet rabbit or you're just looking forward to seeing the Easter bunny, and you've got a pet dog at home, and I was going to go into dog.com and then shit happened and I couldn't. So dog.com is your online dog supply shopping and information destination. Everything your dog needs from toys to treats and food is available, including collars, leashes. They even have outdoor gear and water safety gear for your furry friend. We saw a lot of furry friends in that portal we watched last week. So go to dog.creationworld.com to receive up to 64% off your order today. That is dog.creationworld.com.
No, we did. There was the lack thereof, which confused us.
I mean, it wasn't as furry as we thought it was going to be because we thought it was going to be in the 70s, but there was still fur.
Not a lot, though.
Not a lot.
Minimal.
But listen.
On one person.
Listen, to be a furry friend, you don't need to have long hair, Katie. You can be a short hair breed. You can buzz that dog or cat down, for the summer.
He's right.
And hair is overrated. Fur is overrated. So
because Justin can't grow any, so
right.
Listen, it is overrated. I highly.
Yeah, I was just gonna
like.
Yep, there you go.
Oh yeah, Reed can't grow any either. Shit, we got two each on here.
Yeah, that's right. And look how sexy we are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look how sexy. Come on.
Then I'm over here trying to figure out how to shave the fucking hair off my shoulders.
Listen. You go 1 year without manscaping, you will understand how much of a blessing it is. That's all.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh. Platinum Dunes. That's what it's like. You know what I'm saying?
Platinum Dunes. This motherfucker.
Yes.
Let's get into what I suppose we'll call the main event. Though you guys really seem to like the Pope's Exorcist, so we'll see if you guys are as hyped for this as you were for that.
No matter how busy you ever got, you always found time for me. I can't believe I'm never going to speak to you again.
Also, Tim, if you're listening, let me know if you can hear the audio for that. Because nobody told me.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother.
What is this, Daddy? I found it.
I'd hit that.
Here's what she said to me.
Would not let her cook you breakfast, though.
The most beautiful dream. It was the perfect day. And all I could think about was how much I wanted to cut you all open and then climb inside your bodies So that you could stay one happy family.
It's me. Don't let him take my babies.
This is what happened to Paul. It happened to us.
This evil creates terror through total chaos.
Open up now.
You don't look so good, Mom.
Nothing a big old kiss from you won't fix.
I'm getting this out of here.
You'd be a good mom someday, honey bath.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know how to lie to kids.
The future's not our life's. Will I be pretty?
Estrada.
Will I be rich? Será, será. What will be, will be.
Mom?
Mommy's with the maggots now.
What will be, will be.
Wow. That's all I gotta say.
So here's why it's the main event. As we've talked about, I absolutely love the 2013 Evil Dead remake, reboot, reimagining, whatever. And this is giving me that kind of Evil Dead vibes, not the Sam Raimi 80s Evil Dead with Ash. However, props to Sam Raimi because I have come around and I will say Multiverse of Madness is my favorite movie from this phase of the Marvel movies because it is essentially an Evil Dead movie within the Marvel universe.
Yes.
Once I saw like all like the graphic kills from like the what if basically iterations of those characters, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna love this shit. So what's her name from the last one? She's basically Ash, the Ash character in this version.
No, so she's not. This is not related to that whatsoever.
No, but I mean, like she's like what Ash was to like the original.
Yes and no, because she gets possessed and then causes the possession. Ash, his hand gets possessed, but he himself doesn't actually get possessed.
Right.
So it kind of seemed like her brother was more so kind of like the Ash character. But the whole point of that movie was to avoid those comparisons by removing all of that. So
well, I mean, I would just give it to her because of the ending of the last Evil Dead and that the way she just fucking just straight down the middle of that motherfucker. Like that was fantastic. Like I would give it to her just off that alone. But yeah, no, like this shit looks really good. I don't know if I told you, like when I saw the original Evil Dead movies, like I was just kind of like, you know, but you know, for the time that they were made, you know, it's like, you can't be overly critical. I know you said like you didn't really like the first two or something like that.
I didn't like the original trilogy, like Sam Raimi, Spider-Man, Sam Raimi, Evil Dead. Not my favorite. I like the concept behind it, especially the fact, like, I know Army of Darkness is a cult classic, but it is a comedy way more than it is a fucking horror movie.
Right.
The 2 is weird because it starts off, it's more like 1.5. They just kind of redid
Rehash.
1 and then extended it and added some more weird shit. And so that for me is kind of why it's not my favorite. There's some really good things in there. Love the fucking concept. The concept is the basis of my entire slasherverse, which we sat down and talked about. So all of those things. But this, what we got here, this is the Evil Dead that I want. This is the Evil Dead that I love. And I love Ash vs. Evil Dead. Like the show itself, was fucking fantastic, and I love that. But no, this is what I want from my Evil Dead movies, because this is just balls to the wall insanity. I don't know if you guys heard me, but that mom can get it.
Talking about Hillary Duff. Hillary Duff.
You saw the way she's gonna hit positions ain't nobody else hitting with whatever the fuck she's got going on. All right.
Ain't great.
Yeah, real disjointed.
Instead of from the windows to the walls, it's from the floors to the ceilings with her, and I'm all about it.
Yeah, you that's all you, homie.
There is actually an Evil Dead porn parody too, where a dude gets a blowjob from a deadite after his girlfriend turns or something like that. I watched a little bit of that one too.
Why am I not even surprised?
Oh boy.
There's a porn parody for just about everything, Katie.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
there definitely is.
I know.
Without question.
I understand.
But yeah, you guys, you excited for that one?
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
Are you looking up the porn parody right now? Is that
No, I was, because that's not Hillary Duff. That's Alyssa Sutherland.
Yeah.
She looks like Hillary Duff. I'm sorry.
What the fuck? Okay.
Because I said Hillary
I just
Duff
assumed I just assumed you were like making a joke calling her Hillary Duff because she's a white girl that kind of looked like Hillary Duff.
No, but if you want to go that way, we can.
We'll go that way, yeah. We'll go that way. Also, Tim, Nick, anyone that's watching, no one has still gone in the chat and let me know if you guys were even able to hear those fucking videos that I played.
Oh boy.
And Nick just commented. So Nick, I know you're there. Did the audio play for you guys? Let me know. I'm assuming if it didn't, you guys would have said something. So I'm just gonna pretend like it did. And I'm just the only one that got fucked out of listening to it. But
No, you've already
I've
seen
watched
them, so
those.
you're fine.
I'm so fucking hyped for this. I haven't been hyped for a movie outside of like a major franchise release like Halloween and shit. Because this isn't part of like that franchise or the original series. It's not a remake or anything. It's just kind of an Evil Dead movie that exists in its own space. It's like what DC did with the Joker. Like it's its own thing out here.
Yeah.
So I haven't been hyped for a movie like that since probably 2013 when the other one came out on my birthday. So which was also a big boon, you know. If I could have got DDP and Charlotte Flair in there so we could all celebrate our birthday together and watch that movie, that would have been dope as shit. But shout out.
Yeah, that first one back in 2013 was really fucking good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so we watched Scream 6, we watched Evil Dead Rise, we watched The Pope's Exorcist, we watched Boogeyman, and then we watched Insidious 5. Welcome to the Fear Dome, or whatever the fuck it was.
Lost Dimension.
No, it was not Lost Dimension.
I thought it was.
It was Fear the Dark, or hold on, that's what that one says. Yeah, I think it's Fear the Dark.
Ooh.
Yeah, Insidious, Fear the Dark. Okay. Of all of the trailers that we watched, what was your favorite trailer? Katie, we'll start with you. You hate being put on the spot.
Rude. I won't say Scream just because like I've seen that trailers, like I won't count that one. Honestly, probably Insidious.
Okay. Reek?
Probably Pope's Exorcist, because I hadn't seen that trailer yet. So that one got me.
And Just?
I would have to agree the same thing, Pope's Exorcist, just because they tried to do something like this similar with the movie The Rite.
Yeah,
and it just didn't connect the way that this one's connecting. Although it was a good story, but they were trying to play it off as a horror movie, and I think that was just more of like a, you know, if you said something like that, it would be like more of a documentary type of thing. But like this one has more of like the horror movie vibes, so I like this one.
All right, and I'm trying to be Dominic Mysterio to Evil Dead Rises Rhea Ripley, so mommy got me.
I like that. I like that.
As far as trailers go, And
like that.
the Pope's Exorcist is right there. Insidious, same. I'd probably say Boogeyman was last. Like, it's gonna be a fun.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of the dark? Sort of PG-13-esque, whatever. But jump scares and shit. Which movie, not trailer, but movie specifically, are you guys most excited for? And you can include Scream now. Of the trailers that we watched coming out this year.
Scream.
Yeah, I'd only because like it's almost biased for me. But like right up behind it or next to it would be Evil Dead.
Yeah. I would have to go Scream too, just because like, they're trying to, catch the wave. Scream is popular again, so they're trying to catch that wave of like finishing it off with having a good another sequel. But I don't know, the Pope's Exorcist got me though. That trailer, man, it was good. That trailer was really good.
I'm glad I showed you guys something nobody's seen. You guys got all hyped for it. That was fun.
Yeah.
So Justin's all in on Pope's Exorcist. Reek, you're in on Scream.
Mm-hmm.
Katie's in on Scream. I think I made my choice clear already.
No, I don't think you did.
It's gonna be Evil Dead. Evil Dead Rise, which it's crazy to me because like when you look at the original trilogy, like I said, not my favorite franchise, but when it comes to the movies and then the series that they did, fucking love it. And though that shit puts me up there. So I'm really hoping this is as good as the trailer looks, and I'm hoping I'm not getting myself overly excited for something because it's not the same director as the last movie, but it's not giving me those vibes. So
it has those vibes.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys got anything else horror related? Like Reek, you weren't here for the couple. Like anything you want to get off your chest horror wise that you've been dying to talk about and you haven't had a platform to do it because the Havoc Hour is on a semi-temporary hiatus.
Yeah, totally. Well, actually, I was telling you guys last night that I have like reaffirmed where I stand on Halloween Ends because obviously, like I had to watch it a couple more times to confirm that. But I don't know if I mentioned to you guys the channel CZ's World, but so he does like two.
He posted a link in the chat.
Yeah. So like he does like two separate types of videos. There's one where it's called Horror History, where he goes like the timeline of a character from the franchise, whether it's like the killer, victim, final girl, whoever, and they go from like their first appearance or from birth all the way on through to their death or their last appearance. And then the other one is things you missed. So it's like Easter eggs, cameos, quotes, pictures, any little thing. So if you watch, the one I sent you was things you missed in Halloween Ends.
Mm-hmm.
And he broke down basically what Corey Cunningham is to this movie. Because I don't know who's all seen it. I'm sure Matt has, but you've seen Christine?
Yep.
So basically, Corey Cunningham is Arnie Cunningham, and Michael is Christine. Because he like draws all the different parallels between the two. And if you watch the video, it's like it's almost dead on spot for spot. Because like Christine, the car corrupted Arnie, Michael corrupted Corey, and it just becomes like a straight like. So basically, there's two things that go on in Halloween Ends. Number one is it's the ending of the story between Laurie and Michael, but it's towards the end. But the other thing is like a huge homage to Carpenter and his filmography because he's the one that started the Halloween franchise. Because you saw them in the first scene, they were watching The Thing, like there was like a couple other like movie references and stuff like that in there too. And basically it's like there's a whole like homage to Christine, basically. And in a way, it's like keeping the character of Michael fresh. So it's like he's beat up, he's weak, he's not gonna be going through the whole movie slashing people up until he gets to Laurie in the end. Like you had to find a way to kind of get us to that last second because if it was about straight like Michael chasing Laurie throughout this whole movie, I don't think it would have hit the way it did. But you know, because this was so different, because it was such a departure from what you used to seeing, it got divisive. But I see now what they were doing. It's like it's half finishing the story, half homage to Carpenter, which I give them credit for. Like that's bold, that's new, that's ballsy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is what you were reaffirming, is that stance on that.
Yep.
Here's what I'll tell you. I have seen Christine. I am not a huge fan of Christine, and the story that they told in Christine was not something I ever thought I wanted, and I will continue to say that in a Michael Myers film. I did not need Michael Myers to be, you know, a device of corruption for some other character that doesn't even survive the film. In my personal opinion, and I will still stand by this, the release order of the latest Halloween trilogy is also the proper order for which the film should be ranked best to worst. Now, I did go by Halloween Ends, and I will watch it. I'm not saying that Halloween Ends is the worst movie in the franchise. I'm not saying it's a terrible movie. It's just, of the three that came out, it is still my least favorite. There are some great things about it that we talked about, and if you guys haven't seen that, you guys can go check out our other videos. If you're watching us on YouTube, there is a playlist that has all the Getting Off stuff, and you can go there, find our review of Halloween Ends, and watch that and hear our thoughts on it right after we watched it. But I don't know, it did not do it for me. And hi Allison, hi Will.
What's up?
I started watching it last night, and then my daughter woke up at 6 a.m. So I never, like, I got to literally just past the part of the kid getting kicked off the fucking third story railing and splatting. And then I was like, well, I can't watch this with a 2-year-old because now she's actually starting to comprehend shit and talk. And no.
Yeah, can't do that.
So shut that off, and I didn't get to finish it. But I hear you. And like, also, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of like the love where I'm like, everyone's like, this is the best one in the trilogy. It's, you know,
I never thought that.
Like, I see a lot of that on Twitter where I feel like everyone is capping for this movie because it's so different that they want to like it better because they want to be on that. I like, if it does become a cult classic, well, I liked it when everyone else hated it. So I feel like everyone's trying to jump on the bandwagon. I'm not about that shit. It makes me hate it more. I still, to this day, have never watched the original Avatar because people hyped it up so much. I said, fuck that movie, and refused to watch it.
It's so long. Don't even do it.
It really is.
Have you watched it at all? Like, did you watch it recently?
No. I never watched Avatar to this day.
You're not missing a lot.
Have you seen the movie Ferngully?
Ferngully?
Yes, I've seen Ferngully, and I know
that's
that
the movie. That's the movie. That's Avatar.
Wow.
That's the movie.
Yeah. With less
You might be
tail genital.
I don't know. It's pretty spot on. Like, yes, that's the movie. Yeah, not missing. Yeah.
Wow.
I do want to say something about like the movie, you know, kind of like Hollywood Ends. I don't think I said it was my favorite of the franchise. I did say it is like one of my favorites, but you know, kind of like the whole thing of how like someone could get into your head and kind of like, you know, encourage you to do things. You know, I think that's like the bigger message that kind of was in that movie. Kind of like in Megan, like the little subtlety about like technology shouldn't replace like actual people in our lives. It should actually be like a person-to-person thing. And I think that's the problem that
Katie, are you tying this back into Megan? Yep, you are.
Yeah, tying this back into Megan. Yeah, because you know, it's a big effect. I mean, it's like, you know, being addicted to drugs. People are addicted to technology. You know what I'm saying? We're addicted to the fucking algorithm crack cocaine. You know what I'm saying? We're addicted to the fucking views, which is heroin. You know what I'm saying? The droid, which is like, I call it opium droid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like, it's the technology is like a drug. And so I'm telling you guys right now, if you need help, find help.
We went from Michael Myers to Megan to I thought Jeff Hardy for a second, and then all the way back around to like self-help PSA. So
Yeah.
Well,
This
listen.
is for
I
sure.
mean, people need all
Drop
kinds of
back.
help. You know what I'm saying? So
I
that's
agree,
all
I
I'm
agree.
saying. You know,
Oh,
we're
man.
here. We're here.
Yeah,
some of them get that help and don't get jail sentences.
Yeah, listen, you know how this goes. No, like I never said that movie was my favorite. I don't even love it. I liked it, and I appreciated it for what it was. And I think like the hate for it wasn't warranted. If you are a true fan and you understand the fact
Yes.
that these directors were trying to pay tribute to the guy that inspired them to do this in the first place, like
Yes.
that is something I can appreciate.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, Katie.
No, I was just reading Will's comment. Sorry.
Oh, 2 words: baklava cheesecake.
Oh, baklava cheesecake. Yo, what's up with that? Where can I get that?
So
I love
Will,
baklava. I love
while you're in the
baklava.
chat and we've got a few minutes, so I talked to my wife and I was like, by the way, Will and Allison are going to be coming up in April. They want to meet me, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, great, cool. Because she is not very familiar with you guys because she doesn't watch the show or anything. And then I said, you know, Will is a chef. And she's like, is he going to come over and cook for us? I'm like, he literally said he was going to come out and make us the best burgers we've ever had. She's like, yeah, no, he can come over. That sounds great. So
let me know.
You got an invite to the house. So
Justin wants to be there too.
Let me know. Let me come over. I don't know why Will and Allison forget that I'm also in the territory, but you know.
I was told specifically that I get first dibs and then I can dole out who Will can go see from there. So
okay, that makes sense.
Vince was pushing my buttons. He's getting to the bottom of that list as of Friday. I think.
Wow.
So,
wow. I'll come meet y'all. I'll come meet you guys. We'll make it easier.
Yeah, but so yeah, Will, you got to invite over. You just got to deliver on those burgers you promised. So
I thought he was making those for Philly. What the hell?
Well, now he's gonna have to.
I also gotta get.
I want this
burgers next year.
baklava he's
Goddamn.
talking about.
I don't.
So, he said, "Sweet, I'm totally down for bartering food for Matt time." See, there you go. You would have got Matt time regardless. Now you just got an invite to Casa del Ritter and full reign of our giant kitchen that neither of us are as qualified as you are to run through. So
yeah, no, that kitchen looks dope as fuck. I haven't told you that bit, but it looks fucking.
Because you've
pristine.
been fucking MIA.
Yeah, man. It's been an interesting few months.
He'll cook you whatever you want, Katie.
I told Will he can't fit in my car. He's too tall.
Well, you got till Mania to get a new car that'll fit
What do
well.
you drive, a Beetle?
No, I don't drive a Beetle. I drive
Mini
a Subaru.
Cooper?
No, ew.
Well,
I have a Subaru, and he's going to fit my Subaru.
Impreza, WRX, STI.
You drive a
Take
Mini
it
Cooper?
easy. No. What? No.
One of those new
Impreza.
Subaru Mini Coopers.
Impreza. Oh, look at you. Okay.
It's not new. It's
okay.
I don't
What
know,
year we're talking here? What year?
2007.
Okay, that's a good body. Okay, I like that
It's
one. All right.
newer than my old car, and it drives better. That's all that matters.
4-wheel
And it's
drive, right?
mine.
4-wheel drive.
That is all that matters.
Yeah, it's mine. I own it. I pay for it. So
Nice. That's a good car.
yeah, it's
All right,
not bad.
guys.
That's respectable.
Thank you.
I have had fun. I am also tired as all fucking hell, and I have to pee. So we are going to end the show here. We did about close to an hour and a half. Katie, as always, you have the floor. Please plug yourself for everyone watching so they can get off.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hate you. You can follow me on Twitter at KatieRassen13. The link to your about to all things She Elite Showcase. Twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase. Typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish. YouTube.com/She Elite Showcase. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. She Elite's Weekly Show. Inside the Mind of. New ones dropping on Tuesday. New story time is out on YouTube only. I made new merch today.
Ooh.
So there's a certain thing that a certain someone over there calls me when I go on Young Kings, and I decided to make it merch.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you didn't like the name when I gave it to you, but you made merch off of it.
It's grown on me.
Mm.
I made it look all pretty, so you can go check that out. And there's a promo code. You can get 10% off the entire month.
Was this was this at all triggered in any way, shape, or form of your accepting the name Sultan of Step on Me after we discussed where its origins came from and sewing you two straps on Friday?
No, because I was trying to make the other thing that I was talking about merch, but Teespring said, yeah, probably no, because it said Bryan Danielson in it, so I scrapped it immediately and tried to think of something else.
Teespring.
TBD for my merch.
And I'm
We're talking
pretty sure
about TBD. You got a fucking koozie over there, sir.
I'm pretty sure TC makes all his shirts in a back room in his house
That's
by hand.
We used to. I forget the name of it. It wasn't Teespring, but
I can't remember either.
It was the one that got in trouble, right?
No, because
No.
we intentionally steered away from them.
Yeah,
but it was a different one. But something happened with that, so we just kind of been using some other shit.
Yeah.
But I gotta ask him about that.
Well, speaking of your co-host and all of the things that you guys do over there, because it is a two-man show and has been for a very long time, and I refuse to accept anything else. Reek, tell everyone what you got going on or whatever you are.
Did he actually get something?
He's got nothing. He's back.
I was gonna say
maybe.
he probably did not mean to do that.
There he is.
Yeah,
all right, let's try it
What
again.
did you do? What did you do?
It's a new cam. Gotta be careful.
And I'm proud of you for a new
I
cam and all
know.
that.
It's all that
Reek,
London money.
plug yourself and anything that you're able to or willing to talk about.
Yeah, so you guys can find me at WreakHavoc24 on Instagram and on Twitter. I do have plenty of content up from the Havoc Hour, which all my friends here have been on all streaming platforms: YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts. The Instagram page is still up that I update, still on occasion, just to keep it fresh. _ the Havoc Hour _ me and TC at Young Kings Wrestling, YK Wrestling on Instagram and on Twitter. Same deal on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts. If you go to ykwrestling.com, you find all the merch there, including those Black Lives Matter NWO inspired gear that funds are donated directly to families because we don't mess with the Black Lives Matter organization. What else do I got? New podcast alert. I don't know if I told you guys, but my dad got involved with this semi-pro basketball team out here.
Mm-hmm.
The owner's looking to do a podcast. He volunteered me for the job, so that's coming up. I got a working title. It's going to be called At the Buzzer.
Nice.
I got my friend out here that's going to co-host with me, so we're still getting the ball rolling on that, but details coming with that, but that's coming on the way as well.
Can't wait to hear about the tropics. Just please plug Get Yo, Marks, and all the other things that you do.
Yeah, Marks and Mikes, we should have an episode maybe Monday night talking about Revolution and all that stuff. Get Yo is up, you know what I'm saying? Cut up promos about everything. That was a sweaty session. And this your boy Just, me and the homie Benji talked about Last Dragon, Barry Gordy's Last Dragon. So if you know the movie, check us out. It's pretty good. So yeah.
All right. You guys can follow me at Matt Ridders at MATTRIDDER for all of my wrestling content. Also, we are here live on twitch.tv/GraciaWorld or youtube.com/GraciaWorld or facebook.com/GraciaWorld, regardless of where you are watching us. 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern, every Friday, talking wrestling, talking Raw, talking SmackDown, talking NXT, mostly Dynamite, not so much Rampage, because anyway. And anything else that our guests want to talk about, whether it be Impact, Ring of Honor, now that that's a thing, NWA if Will's on, because he's the only one that watches it. If you're here for the horror, thank you. I appreciate it. This is maybe the one thing I love more than wrestling, and I was really excited to get to do this and talk horror with some good friends. Go follow me at Getting Off. The more engagement I get over there, the more I'll tweet over there. But roughly about every 2 weeks, we'll be dropping an episode of Getting Off live over a weekend, either Saturday or Sunday when everyone's free. But there is a special edition of Getting Off available on the one place that you can find our podcast and no other podcast, and that is pornhub.com/models/creation-world. Go there, look for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre porn parody watch along, and from what I hear, we were extremely entertaining. So I hope you enjoy it as you literally watch along with us, because the video's right there in our video. You don't even have to go look for it. It's all there for you, just like the way the trailers were for this video. So please go check that out. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Also, Creation World is a banner under which the SmackDown Podcast exists. You can follow them on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at It's Creation World, TSCREATIA World. Also, if you guys are following or watching us on Twitch, please, if you have it, throw us a sub. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you get one free sub every month through your Amazon Prime account. So if you link those, go on your computer, you can toss us that sub or any of your favorite Twitch streamers, but we would really appreciate it, and I personally think we deserve it. If you're over on YouTube, it is free to subscribe to us, and then you just hit that notification bell and let us know, or we'll let you know when we go live over on YouTube. Comments, likes, all that beautiful stuff, engagement helps us. It helps the algorithm, so you guys get more of our content, more people see us if you find us entertaining. So please do all of those things. And I plugged all my shit this week. I didn't forget anything. Still, nobody told me if they could hear the fucking trailers. So fingers crossed.
I checked it out while we were watching something. So I checked it up on YouTube. The audio did come over for the trailers.
Perfect.
Good job.
For my favorite Filipino, it's your boy Just. My favorite variety of potato, Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe.
Yeah.
And the returning ravishing Reek Rude, the nature boy Reek Flair, and all the other fucking names he has for himself.
New name alert coming tomorrow, by the way.
Name alert coming tomorrow. I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter. There will be a little post show for, I don't know, 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll let you guys hang out and talk to the chat. So stick around for that. But I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, and this has been the #1 horror podcast on Pornhub. I literally, because I am so tired, I went to leave studio. I said, no, that's not it. Then I went to end broadcast. I'm like, no, that's not it. I'm like, fuck. Well, oh, yeah, I have an outro. Let me play the outro.
Go.
I'll
pee.
be back.
Yeah. Reek, man, dude, congratulations. I know I said congratulations to you, on social media and stuff, but dude, that's gonna be dope, man.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. That's I keep getting busier. I don't know how this happens, but yeah.
You got skill, man. You got skill.
Yeah, it's like if you'd have told me 4 years ago I would be, this deep into podcasting, I would have been like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I started off just helping a buddy out, and that's where I'm at now.
No, that's dope. What's the name of the team again? I know you said it on Young Kings, but what was the name of the team again?
The Lehigh Valley Legends.
Okay, Valley Legends. All right.
Yeah, they it's this league that got started up I think a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like kind of like, I don't want to say like G League or something like that, but it's basically like a developmental league to get guys up to.
So would you say like it's AAU or not like AAU?
I guess it'd be like kind of similar to it.
Okay.
In a way.
Yeah, because when you get into like not NBA but like just basketball stuff, there's a lot of stuff out there. When you talk about AAU tournaments and like things that are sort of like the G League, but like, but even them have associations to the G League, which then gets you, probably into the NBA if you're really, really, good and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of avenues, and then you go into like European basketball, which is a whole nother basketball thing,
Yeah,
so that's really cool. Listen, which is nobody covering. Too,
I'm gonna allow this because Reek showed up. However, y'all flood every fucking group chat I'm in with this basketball bullshit. I cannot escape it. And
it's
now
all
here we
Vince.
are on my horror show talking about motherfucking basketball. But Reek is doing the podcast, and he did come, so
I never get to talk to Reek about basketball in person, So
So I was thinking while I was in the bathroom, the ending of the show, closing it out. Should I say, "Thanks for getting offed" or "We just got offed" as a way to close out the show?
Thanks for letting us get you off, and then.
Well, no, it would have to be getting off. Off.
Oh,
ED.
okay.
Thanks for letting us getting you off. Does not work. That is not proper English.
Does not flow right. Okay.
I think thanks for getting off works.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that works pretty good.
My back hurts.
Is everything all right? Because you've been saying that for the past 2 weeks. I feel like no jokes aside, like for real.
I dead ass need to go to a chiropractor. My fucking back hurts so bad.
Is it the
Maybe
cherry?
you just need someone to blow it out real quick, and rewind, that's fine.
You were gonna say something like that. No, that's not what I
was
need.
trying to be serious for a minute.
If I could be serious for a minute, Lance Storm looking ass.
It's bad. I knew that's exactly what you were going with that.
That's right. No, but every time I hop onto the She Elite, the pre-show, that's the first thing you say.
Yeah. Because my back always fucking hurts.
When I'm before I've been on vacation, and you're still saying it now.
I was going to be polite, but I got a case of the fuckets. Her back is probably killing her from carrying certain co-hosts and the show, and the 10 other shows that she continues to add on. I think that wagon is getting a little heavy and it's throwing your back out.
Well, if you're talking about Savannah, yeah, that's true.
I wasn't gonna say names, but
No, she don't.
Oh shit, we're still on. Yeah,
I was surprised Reek knew that, seeing as he's never in the chat.
I still glance. I still
Listen, there is a unofficial official rivalry between the Wise Man and the Advocate here, and I'm there every week. So
where in the chat?
I got to throw my in the chat. I'm there every week, so I got to throw my jabs in when I can.
Yeah.
I've been. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've become what they call a part-timer, but it's.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it.
It's in the part of this phase I'm in right now, but
He's just too busy for the little people.
Oh,
yeah, little people.
I was really excited. Don't take this the wrong way, please do, because I don't mean it the way it's gonna sound when I say it, but there's no other way to say it. I was really excited when you broke up with your girlfriend because I was like, we're gonna get more Reek.
Oh my.
Because I was like, he's gonna have more free time. He's gonna be out. We're gonna do more shit.
No, dead ass. He's busier. He's busier.
And yeah, you were somehow busier minus her than you were with her. And I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, I don't either.
100% busier.
And full disclosure, I got excited too. So.
Really, just in case the fuck it's great.
For real.
Y'all don't understand how much of a relief that turned out to be.
Listen, man, when you go on a cruise and the vibe is not right, how could the vibe not be right? You're on a cruise, when you tell that story, I fell for you, man. I was like, man, how can you be distracted with this when you got all this dope things going on?
Some people just head cases, and
right.
You can't do shit about that.
I got you.
I went through the same thing. I had a girl fly out from California. She fucked up my Halloween, and I sent her ass back and didn't talk to her again. So you don't fuck up the vibe. However,
true.
While we're on that subject, this is just one of those things that you had to learn twice, Reek, before it settled in. You learned it the first time, you forgot, you had to try it again, and then you remembered why it was the way it was the first time around. So
yeah. Sometimes that can be hard headed, but
sometimes you just gotta try it twice to figure out, if it's really what you want.
Yeah, basically.
I recommend doing everything twice, just to make sure.
Take it easy.
At least.
Whoa.
You never know. They might have an off, or it just might be an off day. So,
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I learned, and I wasn't even going to mention it, but I actually got someone new in the picture since then.
Okay.
That's why he's so busy.
No, it's not.
There we go.
It's not.
There we go.
It's not because truthfully, I only really well. Okay, I mean during the week I spend the night over there, but I mean, it's mainly just like Sundays and shit like that. So it's not that much time.
Okay. Words of wisdom from the Smack and Raw podcast. Two things that we've talked, and the Getting Off podcast. Two things we've talked about this week. And we'll just say words of wisdom from Creation World. I'm gonna put that out there, and Travis can be mad at me for repping the brand like that. But in Vegas, always bet on black, and try everyone twice.
Right.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
Oh boy.
Well, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for having a new relationship and everything and moving on. Because sometimes you get so sick of love songs.
I'm gonna get him out of here.
Was that just a clever pun, or is it because you think I look like Neo?
A clever pun. Clever pun. Clever pun.
Now, fun fact, since we're doing this, the version that I have of So Sick is the remix with Jin. So you got Jin over here. You got Jin over here.
Oh god.
Plug a Neo song.
Oh boy.
Hell no. That's a guy. What happened to him?
Somebody got to tell us. I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, I miss COVID. Like not the disease and all the bad. Like
you miss the time.
The time that we spent together and all the shit that we got done and all the fun we had. That
Oh,
I miss.
you know how many times I've just been looking up and down the street when I go out, like, yo, I wish y'all would just shut it down for like another week or so. just because like it's like once people got out, it just got ridiculous all over again. Like,
oh yeah,
the luxury, how I took for granted being able to go home from work and see just empty streets.
Oh yeah,
not having to go through traffic, not having like no bullshit, nothing like that. I took that for granted for the time that it was going on. I definitely did.
Shout out to Will. He's going to be announcing a big interview with NWA World Champion Tyrus tomorrow, from my understanding.
No shit.
No, I'm joking. It's not Tyrus. I just made that
No,
up.
it's
somebody call your mama.
Charles Robinson.
I don't know. He said he's announcing it tomorrow. So.
Oh, that Charles Robinson.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
No, I feel you. I missed that time too, when everyone was like just kind of like in the house chilling and the roads was empty and delivering your food and door dashing. You know, I miss those times too.
I mean, seeing as I don't know in Tennessee, but out here in Illinois and in Michigan, the marijuana is legal. So legally, you can get drugged up, wrap yourself in a blanket, eat snacks, and watch movies every day. Will, like, I don't see what is stopping you from doing that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so I told Justice, but can I tell y'all, food in the UK is so different, and I realize how bad it is for us here. Like, I mean, anything that you have over there, it's like if you just take out all the all the added, all that preservatives and shit like that, and all this GMO shit. If you take all of that out, that's what the food is like over there. Like, everything tastes fresh. Soda doesn't taste like soda. The chips are like half the size that they are now. Like, just everything is just different over there. And it makes me feel less like a pig.
And the portion too, right?
Yeah.
Like the portion is like, even though it's smaller, it's better for you. You don't feel like you're gonna go to sleep or like bloated or anything.
Every single time. Like,
yeah,
it was scary, but it was good.
That worked out great because I almost cut Reek off and I didn't mean to, and then I backtracked, but I was muted, so none of that happened.
You're welcome.
There's this dude I watch on TikTok who is British, who tries like American snacks and foods, and Kate sent me a video earlier of him like trying Mountain Dew, and he was not having that shit. He was not having that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see.
It's like it's like they have their fucking priorities straight. Like, you get a bottle of water, like the regular size will be like a big one, but like soda bottles will be like this small.
Right.
Because it's like you only need a certain portion of that type of shit if you're gonna have it. So that's how they get, like, it's it's really dope.
Like in
I mean-
Japan, it's the same thing. It's like everyone laughs because it's like the bottles. I have to stop
like
myself
half
because
of
when I
that-
say a
half of
certain
that bottle's
word,
fast.
yeah, exactly. Because
I
it's
drink.
properly portioned.
I was gonna say I drink 2 of these zero sugar motherfuckers a day, and I've dropped 50 pounds. So
Right.
you can do both. You can do both. I mean, maybe if I cut them out completely, I would have dropped more. But it is what it is. I love the taste of the shit.
Yeah, I could tell you've lost weight too, Matt. I
Thank
see
you.
it in your you got more of a jawline thing. You know what I'm saying? I see it.
You should see the video that I was going to post on TikTok that I did not post, and I probably should have. So I'm sitting here this morning, didn't have a shirt on, and you only saw from like here
Hey.
up. But
Hey.
Zoe was standing behind me, and what she was doing is she'd like poke her head on one shoulder, and she'd go hi, and I go hi, and then she'd giggle, and she'd run to the other.
Hold on.
And when I turned the TikTok on to record it, she decided she wasn't going to do that, so she hid behind me. So I'm like, Zoe, where'd you go? And all you see is her stand up and like hide her face in a pillow, and then walk off the fucking couch. So then I dropped my phone. So I'm like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she was fine. She didn't get hurt. She was
Okay.
good.
Okay.
But like, I showed it to Kate, and she laughed, and she's like, "You should have posted that on TikTok." And I'm like, "Well, I'm not trying to look like a bad dad here. Just letting my kid walk off the couch and shit." She did. She did land on the pillow. Like she was smart enough to put the pillow. She was fine.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
It is fucking hilarious, though. I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
hilarious.
Kids falling. It's funny.
Because she's okay. It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So, what
man.
streaming network are you guys going to get the free AEW Revolution? Send me the link, by the way.
I already bought one.
Oh, you already bought one?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
What?
Well, I
Pam-
make Savannah give me half.
Oh, okay.
And
You did
she
the
uses mine.
halvesy thing. Gotcha.
So-
I tried to hook Katie up on a scam the other day. She didn't go for it. I could have got it for her for
If
free, but
more
legally for free.
Could have watched at the same time, then yes, I 1,000%
Yeah,
would have
no,
done
I
that.
know. I get it. Yeah.
But since only 2 people can at the same time,
I couldn't pay for that shit just because of the fact that their pay-per-views are so ridiculously long, and it drives me up a wall.
Oh, snap. Okay.
I mean, the main event is literally a 60-minute Iron Man match. So yeah,
Right, like I don't need to be going. It'll start at like 8 o'clock and run till almost 1 a.m. Like, no.
Yeah, for you guys, it's going to be real late, right? By the time it ends.
Yeah.
you guys, he's not watching it. You mean me?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we don't know.
Well, I'll probably
Rick might
watch it.
tap
I'll
in. He
prob-
might tap in.
Well, like when I usually do tap in a little bit for pay-per-views. Like there will be some matches that I want to check out. So, but like the whole thing, straight to finish, start to finish, I'm not doing that. No, it's not going to go down. Mm-mm.
No, after a 6-hour car drive, roughly with like the stop and everything, and gonna go meet Mike, Kill Bill up there, and because he lives right over where we're going. So after being up in Michigan for 6 hours, last thing I want to do is come home, sit down, and spend 4 hours in front of the TV watching pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd much rather try and get into that toy chest, see what we got going on.
Mhm.
Fingers crossed.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Justin.
I have a toy chest. It's where like all the pop toys and everything are, and just various
Yeah.
other varieties of toys. And I need to dig
Yeah, I
through
know.
that, see what we got, and yeah, get that stuff.
Hold on, because like I think
accomplish things.
I think like I froze or something happened. But like, why are you guys trading toys or something like that? Or
Yeah, Will still thinks I'm seeing RVD in Kalamazoo because he misunderstood that conversation and thought that my friend was RVD.
You guys could have been friends. Who knows?
I don't know if me. You know what?
Matt, well,
I pretend to be RVD's friend just to hang out with
Smart.
Katie.
I was
So.
I was gonna say, like, isn't RVD classified as not his kind of white people like Matt Riddle?
No, he's not.
No,
he's not.
No, because RVD's not a complete and total douchebag like Matt
well,
Riddle.
he's not a douchebag at all.
Exactly.
But it's like
Riddle
his gimmick. Matt
Oh,
Riddle's gimmick
I see what
is
you're saying. Yeah,
very
yeah.
much inspired by RVD, and I see it more because I've been watching 03 back.
Yes
you're at
and
03?
no, because RVD had the overplayed stoner gimmick. I'll give him that. But it's the surfer California stoner bullshit that I don't like. And that Riddle and his board shorts and his bullshit and his that shit.
And that was Grills and his porn star girlfriend. Yeah.
Well, I mean, RVD has that too, but
he's going off the
He
deep
doesn't
end.
grill.
Yeah.
Like,
girls.
going off the complete deep end, going to drug rehab, dating porn stars, like
right.
Which that is not a good mix. Like those two things don't go together. Like one of these things is not like the other. All right. It's not going to end well for him as far as his career goes. I'm just putting that out. I'm putting that out there in the universe right now. I said it here first.
I
at
mean,
the ending of a show that's not about wrestling.
He's already like not looking good for it. Like he was supposed to be back a couple weeks ago. So
darn.
It's
listen,
it don't look too good.
You, in my personal opinion, and I'm even going to set my bias aside for Matt Riddle because this is not really about Matt Riddle. You cannot fire Mandy Rose for posting the tame shit that she posted and then bring this man who is sleeping and cheating with actual porn stars and is tied to them and going to AVN events and shit with them back on TV and say, this is okay, but that's not.
Right.
Because when you Google his name and you see his girlfriend and then you go watch what the fuck she's been doing and who she's been doing, it is far more extreme than anything you're going to get from Mandy Rose. Also, shout out to Mandy. She paid for some new boobs. So,
what?
Money came in. Got the girls done.
Wow. I mean, it was already
I was
like
gonna say,
good size.
I didn't think anything was wrong.
I don't think she got them bigger. I think she just got them reshaped. Maybe a little bit.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fair.
Understand.
Yeah.
That is tame compared to the shit that you can go find his girlfriend doing on Pornhub. She's not rating dicks, she's sucking them. And there is a tier, and rating dicks is tame compared to sucking dick on. I'm just saying.
I forgot about that. And the main thing about it is because WWE is family friendly and the sponsors like was it Mars and like at one point it was like Hasbro or something like that. Like all these
Mattel.
Yeah, Mattel. Yeah. All these kid geared sponsors that they just like see shit like that, like, yo, yeah, we can't have none of that. But I see your point too.
I don't understand why you make a Mandy Rose Barbie and then you have the OnlyFans option where you just take the clothes off her and do a photo shoot. Like, it is what it is.
Which, in fairness, she did bring that up too, because like when she's talking about like the like certain photos and stuff that she takes, but it's like that photo shoot that was on WWE's like social media and everything like that, with her just wearing nothing but 2 belts and stuff like that. Like that was a WWE photo shoot on, I believe, WWE's properties, like that house. So it's a little shaky either which way you look at it.
I know, I get all that. I'm just saying the stuff related to Riddle, the reason why China is not solo in the Hall of Fame and the shit they keep saying, that is all far more extreme than anything Mandy was doing. Keep that motherfucker away. You're correct. She is not dry humping the world title only because he's not good enough to have one. So I'm sure if he was, and if he had one, she would be. I'm sure we'd actually, you know what? You're right. She wouldn't be dry humping the title. We'd be getting those fucking page videos with the Divas
There
title.
it is. Yep. I was waiting for it.
Oh boy.
I knew that's where you were going with it.
Oh boy.
We should just turn this into a 30-minute Smacking It Raw episode right now. And
Excuse me? No, we did Smack and Raw yesterday.
That would be in Reek. This could be a YouTube exclusive. Talking about dick rates and Riddle and
What was it we said we were going to talk about on After Dark, Katie?
You were gonna make some type of joke in regards to my sister, I think.
Oh my! What?
Because you so.
Oh
if
no!
I can, okay.
Sorry. When we were talking about that whole thing, you jogged my memory. So when we were talking about that whole thing, and I said, "You're like, well, my sister's never tried to kill me. And I said, oh, have you ever tried to kill your sister? I was going to ask you, I'm like, has your sister ever tried to kill your mother? But that was not like a real question I wanted to ask or get an answer to in case the answer was yes. It's not something I wanted to put out there. So I was like, we're just going to skip that. We'll talk about that after dark.
Well, the answer is no.
Okay.
No one in my
Seeing
family
as
has
Megan
tried
trying to
murder
kill the
other
auntie.
people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hell no. That's hilarious.
Yeah, siblings trying to kill each other seems like a normal thing.
No, that'd be like me and my dad. That's a different. That's that.
Yeah, that was it. That's what it was.
Yes, I mean, unfortunately, yeah.
That's mostly true.
It's like we're having two different conversations right now.
They're reading Alice's comment,
Yeah,
responding to it, which is it has nothing to do with what she was posting. She violated her contract by making money outside of her agreed upon sources and used the title belt in an unapproved way.
Yeah. So the third party thing that caused a bit of an uproar right around like 2021, something like that. OnlyFans or Fan Time or whatever is not concluded in those third party things. So it's like they let people like do Twitch and stuff again, but that stuff isn't included in that. So yeah, that technically does fall outside of where she was allowed to. The title belts thing, I think, was something that like they had her do though.
Yeah.
Yes.
100% did.
Like all the stuff that she puts on her site, yeah, that's true. But like that title belt, that photo shoot, that was like the company doing that, which is again why I'm just like, you know, it's kind of up and down. They gotta like kind of be a little bit more clear with talent about certain things. Like if she's not supposed to be doing that, if it's in the contract, she's not supposed to be doing that, fine. But like don't the context of it, like you saying, you know, this is what you're doing and this is how it looks, stuff like that, when you're basically promoting her in a certain way on a regular basis anyway, it's like it doesn't look consistent.
Yeah.
I'm
just advocating to keep Riddle off TV. That's all I was trying to do, was be like, hey, we just don't need to bring him back.
Yeah.
I still think he would be better off starting an OnlyFans with his porn star girlfriend and making money that way. Like, go do that.
It seems more his speed.
I'm with that.
It's
you can get high on stream, like you can do live streams, get high, fuck your girlfriend, get paid.
I
have a question.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes' little brother's a dickhead.
Yes,
it's funny.
that's
I think
true.
Somehow all of his family is like really shitty people,
Terrible.
except for him.
Mm-hmm. Which is weird.
Like
You know.
his wife. I'm sorry if this offends anyone when I use this word, but his wife's a cunt, and his brother's a little dickhead. So,
No, all true. All true.
I did find out. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Jess.
So, so Bray Wyatt and Bobby Lashley.
Okay.
Spit or swallow?
Swallow.
No, you did not have that cup ready.
I can't.
And mind you, it's not because of one or the other, just because they don't go together. Like they just don't. I said it last week. This does not go with that. Like, give me Bray versus anybody. Well, not anybody, but just somebody else. Bobby Lashley and his trajectory does not line up with, oh, let's take a walk down Bray Wyatt Avenue with whatever he's got going on with the host of different appearances he has going on, like Three Faces of Foley every week. Like, it doesn't gel with what Bobby Lashley's doing. So I don't like the pairing. It's not the either talent. It's just they don't go together.
That's
And not at
crazy
WrestleMania.
because, I mean, Triple H had a fire feud with the Three Faces of Foley, and King Booker did some shit with Queen Charmel and the Boogeyman. So I don't see the issue with taking a top guy who is on a trajectory to be champion or even a champion at that point and letting them have a little fun over in Fantasyland.
My thing is, I see both point of views. I'm kind of for it just because every time I see like two different wrestling characters, I always go back to the HBK versus Mankind. Like at that time in '96, they were so different, but that match worked. But then there's other times where it also fails too. I just like to think that Lashley and Bray are really good. I said the joke on Getcho, like it just depends on what sponsor of the match it is. You know what I'm saying? It could be, Dr. Pepper, it could be, Takis, but
this is why I say what I say. Who goes over and why?
Ooh, that's what? You pointed a point in question. Because if you have Bobby lose, it's like, dang, another L, right? Same thing with Bray. Oh man, another L. Like not another L in terms of Bray Wyatt right now, but an L overall, because Bray has always taken a lot of L's in his career.
Because it's the fact that you have Bobby in, like I said, he's a little bit of a transition with where he's at, because he did the 50-50 booking with Brock, which still is incomplete.
Right.
And it's like he could go in either direction right now, but it's like you want to build him back up because, the whole thing, that little detour through the mid card with Seth and Austin Theory, it's like you don't want him to start looking weaker. But on the flip side of that, it's like Bray has been back since October. He's only had one match, but the overarching theme that he's had, whether it was OG Bray Wyatt, the Fiend was probably the most consistent in terms of
wins.
like
yeah
that the promos and segments versus the big matches. But it's like, are we going back to the whole, well, he has these great promos, these great segments, and all this stuff is intriguing. Uncle Howdy and Firefly Funhouse is back, and then he gets into a big match and he doesn't win. So it's like, that's where I don't like seeing those two together, because whoever wins, somebody's gonna take a wrong turn, because I like both of these guys, and I don't like seeing those scenarios.
Okay.
Bray Wyatt is not the Fiend. The only time that I take an issue with Bray taking L's was as the Fiend, especially in the last L that the Fiend took, because that was supposed to be a conclusion of a story that just it did not play out right. It didn't make any fucking sense. It defeated the whole purpose of who the Fiend was. However, this Bray is not that. I don't know what the trajectory of the plan is. This L to Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania may be, instead of being what we were thinking, where this is going to, and it could play into like going into SummerSlam, long-term storytelling, a long-term feud, but this may be the point to where Bobby's like, all right, let me go get MVP. Let me go get that Hurt Business back, because of however the match plays out and who Bray has with him, where he sees, maybe in this scenario, I can't do this by myself. And we tie that MVP thing back in. That could be the whole purpose. In that case, I'm good with Bobby losing. It is, look, Will said it, great segments, great stories, mediocre ring work. I can literally say that about every top WWE champion we have ever fucking had, from Hulk Hogan to Stone Cold Steve Austin to John Cena. Because at the height of Austin's career, he was all fucked up, and all he did was kick and punch and brawl.
Yes.
The matches were entertaining to watch, but they were mediocre as far as in-ring work goes. The Rock had mediocre in-ring work. John Cena had the 3 moves of doom, mediocre in-ring work. Being in WWE, I said this before, you guys got spoiled in the early 2000s with guys like Edge and Eddie Guerrero and Redacted, who were great in-ring workers, who got pushed to the top spot. You thought, oh, this is what no, that's not what the fuck WWE is, and that's what it's never been, is not great matches. You just got spoiled for a short period where you had some great matches because you had guys who worked really, really well.
I will say, you got me with Stone Cold and Rock in the latter half. Cena, after 06 and 07, after 05 and 06, once he got to 07, was wrestling his ass off. That Cena was different. Once he had the feud, like the Umaga feud, got that out the way, Those matches with Shawn Michaels were A1.
Edge, right? With Edge.
Yeah, Edge. But like from that year on, I couldn't call what he was doing mediocre. That was A1. But
From that year on.
Yeah.
Because we're going to talk. I mean, listen, you say from that year on, but going into the 2010s and shit, that was when everyone turned on Cena and got sick of Cena because he was doing the same matches. And that was the thing. That's why he came up with that fucking stunner move and then the stupid fucking punch of doom or whatever the fuck as kind of like a play on the fact that everyone gave him shit because he had, like 3 moves. Like he did the backdrop, he did the 5-knuckle shuffle, he did the FU, and
yeah, but it was twofold because 1, he was winning a lot of matches he didn't need to win, and 2, the gimmick was beyond stale. Like you hustle, loyalty, respect, never give up, blah 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 blah. New color T-shirt, it was getting old, and
the matches were mediocre, mid. I'm not saying they were bad; they were there. They were okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, when you get to 2010s, outside of CM Punk and I guess some with Brock, they weren't all that great. Seth, once he got into the took the US title off of Rusev and did the open challenges, those matches were all great because he was working with guys like Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Seth, and like all these younger talents.
Yeah, that's a green screen. That is not Justin's house.
Who's that? Who asked me that?
Will. But yeah, no, like, and don't get me wrong, I love Stone Cold's matches. I love The Rock's matches. He oversold his ass off almost to a comedic standpoint, but they were all guys who were great promos, great stories.
Yeah.
The matches never you weren't getting 5-star matches out of WWE top main talent. You weren't. And that includes my GOAT, The Undertaker. But what I love in wrestling is the stories, is the character, is the promos, is that stuff. Not so much I'm not there for the in-ring work. I never have been. That's why I'm a bigger fan of WWE than I am places where they don't give me as much of what I want and they give me great in-ring work. I could give 2 shits about how great your in-ring work is if I don't give a fuck about who the fuck you are or what you're going through.
Yeah, I honestly, I've never thought Stone Cold to be, one of the best in-ring workers, to be honest. I won't say in-ring workers. It wasn't so much, his technical ability or anything like that. It's the fact that he was believable. He would get in the ring and it looked like he would really fuck you up. And his stories just kind of back that up because he was always the guy that is like, you don't want to fuck with me because at a drop of a dime, I'll be on your ass real quick, stomping you in this corner.
Right.
So the believability is what made it that much more, attractive to want to watch on a regular basis, week in and week out.
But that was believability out of necessity because his knees were fucked, his back was fucked, his neck was fucked.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Because prior to that, stunning Steve Austin, Hollywood Blonde Stone Cold was a really good technical worker and did do all that shit. So,
oh yeah, right when before he got really popular, right before the whole thing that happened with Owen, he was like putting on bangers. He was kind of a brawler / technical wrestler, like that thing that he did with Bret Hart at WrestleMania 13, and like I didn't know that you can be a brawler and a technical wrestler at the same time. It was like I thought it was only one way, but Austin kind of blended both.
Undertaker's everything. He's a brawler. He's a technical wrestler. He's a high flyer. He does a little bit of everything.
Who is this? Undertaker?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I understand.
There was one high flying move. That's not high flyer.
Oh,
he did that dive over the top rope.
Oh no!
He also walked the rope and jumped off the top rope.
Yes, that's also
true. That's not a high flying move, though.
It is coming off the top rope, and that is the definition of a high flyer is coming off the top rope. And being as tall as he is, he was very high up there.
That's what I was gonna say. Like it is skill. It requires skill, especially for someone of his size to be on the top rope. I wouldn't call it a high flying move. I would call it a finesse move. But him dumping over that for that whole like it was like 06 all the way on through like 2010, where he did that dive over the top. That I will give to him because again, a dude of his size clearing the top rope repeatedly to that extent was just like something to watch.
The tope.
Yeah. That
Tope
was insane.
Siacita? Yeah.
He does a little bit of everything. He's not a master of anything, but he is proficient in every style. Submission,
Yeah, he can do submissions. Yeah.
brawling,
Hell's
had
Gate.
him.
Hell's Gate. Yep.
Technical, could do it. Coming off the top rope, flying over the top rope, could do it. Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I'll get that.
Why he's the GOAT.
I'll get that to him.
Speaking of goats, I have to do go.
Yeah,
this was amazing, guys. Thank you for doing this.
Because
Reek,
Katie hasn't
my
said
man.
anything for half an hour, and I feel bad. So
You guys were talking. I'm fine.
I also need to go to bed. It's coming up on 48 hours.
Oh man.
So
damn.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm like 9 hours short of 48 hours. So.
Woo, man. Oh no.
Oh. All right. I didn't even end the broadcast yet.
He probably
Bye.
camera. Yeah.